for tonight's match between Las Vegas Lights FC and your FC Tulsa. Tonight, Oklahoma Central Credit Union walkout plays are represented by USA 2014-2015 and 2015-2016 girls. Tonight's ball managers are represented by the FC Tulsa Academy. Tonight's center referee is Corbin May. The assistant referees are Zach McWhorter and Braxton Williams. And fourth official is Emmy Munzer. And now here's tonight's starting 11 for the visiting Las Vegas Lights FC. The captain for Las Vegas Lights FC is forward number 11, Christian Pinzon. The goalkeeper is number 99, Jared Muzzle. Defender number 3, Nate Jones. Defender number 6, Nicholas Sessa. Defender number 33, Aaron Ian. Defender number 81, Femi Onkrombu. Midfielder number 14, Johnny Rodriguez. Midfielder number 18, Carson Lockley. Midfielder number 23, Mark Ibarra. Forward number 21, Mike Pickering.
It's March, but it feels like summer in downtown Tulsa. Not enough to keep the fans away, though. Las Vegas Lights FC paying a visit to FC Tulsa with both crews eager to earn their first win. Hi fans, alongside of former professional Anna Berghall, I'm Josh Haley. Glad to have you with us. Both of these teams eager to find their way into the win column, Anna.
Absolutely. I mean, it's still early in the season. You have some returners and then newcomers, so that balance, both teams just really trying to find their rhythm. Well,
speaking of rhythm for Tulsa, they found it early and often on Wednesday in the opening round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, finding the back of the net.
Absolutely. FC Tulsa still searching for that first goal in the USL Championship, but this goal came from a quick progression going forward, a dangerous ball into the box, St. Clair on the end of that one, and this game just continued to build that confidence for FC Tulsa in the final third, so they'll hope to continue that momentum tonight against Las Vegas Lights, something that they've been prominent on last season as well and will want to continue this season. And then on the other end of things, Las Vegas Lights in open play, they've been really dangerous. They'd like to get numbers going forward. This is their goal against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC last week. They weren't able to ultimately go on and win this game. It ended 3-2, but they have the ability to score goals, and they'll be tough tonight.
Well, they're both hoping that that'll find some carryover, if you will, into tonight. Whoever strikes first, who knows? Maybe that will be enough.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have their styles. FC Tulsa kind of sits in that block and likes to get forward on the wings, and then Las Vegas Lights will really like to go direct and get numbers forward. So whoever can impose their style will be successful tonight.
We'll introduce you to the starting 11 for both sides and have your kickoff when we come back to Tulsa.
You can feel it in steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every "you're going to be okay." A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Get ready, Oklahoma. Something big is coming. Months of building, years of planning, all from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial service center built to serve the hardworking businesses of our state. And it's all happening this March. The all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite, coming soon.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future.
We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us.
So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me.
When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies? To cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world? It takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Today's match is brought to you by Tulsa Welding School. Ascension St. John. Ascension St. John is Tulsa's first Level 1 trauma center, the highest designation a hospital can receive for trauma care. So no matter what, no matter when, we're ready. Visit ascension.org/St. John. And Williams, we make clean energy happen. Time now to introduce you to the starting 11 for FC Tulsa in this 3-4-3, Anna Berghall.
Yeah, Sissoko anchors that back line. Tambakis in goal brings a ton of experience. And then Nelson Pierre gets the start tonight for FC Tulsa, 20 years old, brings a lot of impact going forward, has the ability to score goals. This will be his opportunity tonight to see what he can do in the USL Championship.
That certainly would be a big splash, wouldn't it, if he could find a way to create Tulsa's first goal in this U.S. Championship season. The lineup for the visitors, Las Vegas Lights in a 4-3-3 under head coach Devin Rensing.
Absolutely. Pickering in that front three will be an impact player as well. Okire scored a brace last time out, so he'll be one to watch. Mazzola up for save of the week as well, so they have a solid group. They have the ability to score goals, but defensively they haven't been as tight as they would want to be, so it'll be interesting to see how they match up against FC Tulsa tonight.
You know what else will be interesting to see is it's 91 degrees earlier this evening. It's just now kind of trickling down into the 80s. At least there's shade covering the pitch, Anna Berghall, but, you know, you expect to get these types of matches in July, maybe some in June, but, hey, you better have the hydration going and expect some cramping before night's end.
For sure. I mean, both of these teams coming in, obviously trying to get into their rhythm from a personnel perspective, but also physically trying to get up into game shape, get things going, so the heat will be a factor. But both of these teams still searching for their first win in the USL Championship and about to get going here.
A lot of home games here early on for FC Tulsa, which was to the liking of the Scissortail faithful, coming off that Western Conference Championship. And then a penalty kicks to decide the USL Championship right here in downtown Tulsa. Fans were eager to get out, and they showed out last Saturday. And you didn't know for sure, you know, coming into last Saturday, okay, it's first match of the season. You know, how are things going to shake out? This is a lot of returning players. There are some new faces on this FC Tulsa roster. But one thing was for sure, you knew you were going to have a rowdy environment, and they were happy to have soccer back here in Tulsa.
For sure. I think it's a testament to this FC Tulsa squad that with the success that they had last season, they had a lot of players opt to stay here. They wanted to come back. They wanted to see what else they could do. And then from a Las Vegas Lights FC perspective, similar approach, not the season that they wanted last year, but they had a core group coming in and then brought in some new faces that will be interesting to see how they mix in, try to find their balance. And we've seen that Las Vegas has the ability to score goals. They've shown that so far in the first couple of games, but they've given up goals as well. So that's something where, on the flip side, FC Tulsa is still looking for that first USL Championship goal. So both of these teams with tweaks that need to be made to kind of find success here.
This is the middle tilt of 3 consecutive Saturday home matches for FC Tulsa. As we get things going early on. Now, although no goals last weekend on Saturday, they did find success right here. Owen Dom on that left side getting forward. He was able to create a lot of opportunities and earned the man of the match honors because of it.
Absolutely. I mean, Owen Dom, one of those players as well who made an immediate impact after joining FC Tulsa and then has continued to grow as a player. I mean, he's pretty young, and on that wing he can be really dangerous, and that's where FC Tulsa can find success on the wing when they stay in that low block and are intentional about getting players out wide and getting numbers forward, and that's where they've been lacking so far this season, and they'll want to get more of that. But as you mentioned, had success midweek and 4 goals.
And although we see some lineup changes here tonight for FC Tulsa, one thing's for certain, for the gentlemen who were not in a starting role last week, those guys in the midfield and even a couple of changes up top, they had a first-hand look at all that service that was into the box and probably licking their chops to get out there and have 90 minutes to try to cash one of them in. Forced to go all the way back to keeper. And out of play for a Tulsa throw. Anna Berthal, let's take a look at our keys to the match tonight.
Yeah, we've kind of alluded to some of these. I mean, Luke Spencer mentioned midweek, important for them to be clinical in front of goal, finish those chances. And then part of FC Tulsa's identity last season was really pressing defenses, forcing those turnovers. So want to get back to that again. And then Las Vegas Lights FC, when they have time on the ball, they can be dangerous. So want to limit that as much as possible.
Keys to the game presented by Case and Associates. FC Tulsa in the box, turned away, one-time hit. Nearly sent that one out of the ballpark, but still, that's an early optimistic opportunity. And Jamie Weber.
Weber scored a goal midweek from distance, so he has the ability to do so. Doesn't hit that one the way that he wants to there.
Back and forth in the air we go. Nice touch. Trying to open some space for Dom now. Ball played through. And cleared out of the 18. Well, the man running the sidelines for Las Vegas Lights FC, Devin Rinsing. Certainly his team. They had a good comeback attempt. Last week they were down 2 goals, found a way to equalize, but it was heartbreak in the end. Second time, corner cleared up and away. Trying to go deep into the corner and headed back into the safekeeping of Jared Mazzola. Tulsa keeping the pressure on, and this is some glimpses of what we saw last week early on against San Antonio FC. It was the visitors willing to kind of play in their own half of the field and be comfortable setting back early, just trying to stay in form and stay in shape and organized in the back to thwart off any potential opportunities, and keeping this crowd quiet a little bit slow in the process. Early on, and if you see the opponent a little bit maybe content or complacent to say, we'll sit back and let you have possession, we're comfortable with you being in possession, what does that do for you as an attacking player?
Yeah, I mean, part of that really just as you grow into the game, want to make sure that you pounce on those opportunities and recognize you may not have as much of the ball, but when you do, it's those quick runs, the quick combination play, and kind of your ability to work with what you're given, but also impose yourself on the defense and make yourself available to be impactful up front.
Exploring the options. Long throw into the box. Headed away first time by Sissoko. It's also pressure on the sideline. And throw in will keep it with Las Vegas Lights. This time, Tulsa does earn the throw. They'll have to work out of the back. Ian with the pressure. Well, there were times when this crowd was a little bit, not bothered, I would say, but more so a little bit antsy to say, hey, remember all the magic that we captured last year? Certainly that goal is coming at some point. More so, you look at that as a positive thing because that means that there's faith there, but also with that faith comes expectation.
For sure, and last season FC Tulsa opened up the season with a loss and took some time to get into the games, and so I think, you know, FC Tulsa fans, as you mentioned, have high expectations, but they know what this team is capable of, and the goals will continue to come, as we saw that midweek with 4, so as they'll continue to build on that potentially here.
Las Vegas looking to build out of the back. Overlapping run provided options. Now their best chance to keep shape and get numbers forward. Forcing everyone for Tulsa back on their own half for the first time tonight. Sissoko eager to play long. Flag stays down. Touch in the box. Hit first time. Deflected away. Okira trying to have a go.
Okira scored a brace last time out, so he's definitely one to watch. FC Tulsa will have to be aware of where he is at all times, but that opportunity came off of the long ball over the top, so FC Tulsa will have to be mindful of that in the long throw here.
Chipped up, and Tulsa able to just shield and let it go out for a goal kick. Well, there's the man, Luke Spencer. Oh, the home opener, that was exciting for everybody, of course, but he said, I think overall it was a good performance from an effort and intensity standpoint, and we created enough chances, certainly with the set piece opportunities, but have to be cleaner in that final action.
Yeah, I think it's really impressive what he put together, obviously, last season in his first opportunity as a head coach, and so we'll continue to build on that. And then on the other side of things, head coach for Las Vegas Lights, Devin Rinsing, also in his first opportunity as a head coach. So 2 really young coaches here that have had success and looking to build on that.
Well, in as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. Oh, that's having some faith in your goalkeeper. Just another field player in today's American game, of course, as it's become, but you send a hot shot one back like that, and you trust the man between the posts. As a foul in the midfield, create a free kick for Tulsa. Alex Tambakis, the veteran goalkeeper in the back for Tulsa, He's like the defensive intensity of this club. Of course, he was with New Mexico a season ago. And he said he saw from afar, from an opponent's perspective, the intensity that FC Tulsa brought. Here's the takeaway. Having a chance to chip from deep. Mazzola was in position, but you got to respect the creativity.
I mean, the confidence there. Saw the opportunity. Mazzola off his line a bit. Goes for the chip shot from midfield. Just not able to put that one on target. And Ian, one of those players defensively who had that opportunity. I mean, he came in late in the season last year for FC Tulsa and didn't miss a beat, integrated right into the squad.
Ball hit first time over. Nate Jones turns it away. Dom waiting on things to take shape the way he wants. Flicked on, and again. Well, that's better from FC Tulsa. And Giorgio Kocheski with the second time flick.
Off of set pieces, the throw-ins from FC Tulsa have proven to be dangerous, and Kocheski on the end of that one gets it on frame. But Mazzola able to bring that one in cleanly.
Abdoulaye Sissoko on the free kick. Nice touch. Dom trying to find a way to the box. Taken away. A little bit of space to work for Bailey Sparks. Maybe not on the same page that time with Stauffer, who had come forward in that wing-back position. And you expect maybe a certain level, Anna, of, I won't say discombobulation, but just guys trying to find a rhythm of, hey, I know where you're going to go before you do. When you have different lineups, that's just part of it, right, as you're trying to find what best suits this club and this personnel.
Right, and especially at this point in the season, I mean, we've alluded to, you know, the fact both of these teams kind of naturally just in this league always have core returners.
Nice cutback. Defender lost his footing. Hit first time. And all over it, Alex Tambakis, the USL's all-time saves leader. One of the easier ones that he'll have to defend tonight.
That was a better build-up from Las Vegas Lights and trying to be thoughtful about getting the cleanest look there, but from that distance and a keeper with that experience, it's an easy save for him.
That's one certainly that as a goalkeeper will make your heart perhaps jump a little bit when you see a clear path from 24 yards out, somebody about to hit it first time, because you know if they hit it right, there might not be a whole lot you can do about it. Tambakis certainly had a front row seat to some of the howlers that Tulsa let go of in Little Rock in that 4-goal onslaught. Ian will chase this all the way back. Looking to have a switch here. Some space to run on the right side for Stopper. Now Terms trying to go into the corner for Bailey Sparks. Defended well. Read nicely with good positioning there. Demian Tonoglu. White's able to connect. Knight holds for a moment, now gives it off. Forcing to come all the way into the back line. Taken away. Good pressure without fouling there. Looking to have a cross, Nelson Pierre, and out for a goal kick. That's, though, for Las Vegas Lights FC, that's a non-negotiable. Can't have that turnover in that spot at midfield down the wing.
No, and Bailey Sparks did well there for FC Tulsa, trying to make his mark with the minutes that he has. But Las Vegas Lights FC, really throughout the first half so far, have looked fairly organized. They've passed the ball side to side, kind of kept possession, trying to work their way out. But in those moments, so important there, can't give away a key turnover.
Tulsa making it difficult to build out of the back in this spot. Boy, that's a good ball played forward, just riding the line. Brilliant setup. Pickering on the cross. Dom back to disrupt in the middle. Right back in towards back post and out for a goal kick. Tinker Federal Credit Union has a checking account for everyone. From high yield checking to everyday spending, TFCU has an account that works for you. Visit a TFCU brand or online at tinkerfcu.org to become a member with one of the nation's leading not-for-profit credit unions. Glad to have you tuned in with us on this USL Championship Saturday night from One Oak Field in beautiful downtown Tulsa. FC Tulsa and Las Vegas Lights FC each in their third match of this championship season as the offsides flag goes up. That ball stayed in bounds. And now away. Good carry forward though by Pinzon.
I think that might be key tonight for Las Vegas Lights FC. There have been a couple moments where when FC Tulsa's out of position, they can get the ball from back to front fairly quickly and put a dangerous ball in the box. They've had a couple scenarios as well where that moment's been there, but maybe they've hesitated a bit. So I think if they can find more chances like that to kind of catch FC Tulsa flat-footed, they can find more opportunities going forward.
Nothing of real quality just as of yet, but that certainly seems to be the way that they might unlock something. We're 21 minutes into the books. In the middle of a 3-match homestand in terms of USL Championship play for FC Tulsa. Meanwhile, Las Vegas Lights FC yet to play their first home match. They'll get that opportunity 1 week from tonight when they host Monterey Bay FC at Cashman Field. Looking to settle and turn going forward. And strong in possession from Johnny Rodriguez. FC Tulsa again forcing the visitors to keep possession by going to the back line. Now played out wide. Chance for numbers in the box. Curled in. And headed away by Stoffer. Tulsa a chance to counter now. And a foul right near the circle. As Nelson Pierre was looking to turn and make a run forward and got tripped up right at the edge of the circle. Not malicious enough to draw an early booking because it wasn't quite yet in the run of play, but enough certainly to draw the whistle in front of the referee.
And FC Tulsa trying to be quick on the transition there. And Las Vegas Lights FC able to break it up there, slow things down, allow numbers back defensively.
Nelson Pierre, who's on loan from Vancouver Whitecaps FC, Major League Soccer. He's saying, look, you can get away with that today, but tomorrow is my 21st birthday, and you can't be doing that anymore. Grown man now. Looking at a strike from distance, Bailey Sparks.
And Bailey Sparks, a new addition for FC Tulsa this season, signed coming in to the 2026 season after being drafted by Inter Miami in the Super Draft. So he'll be a good addition to the FC Tulsa squad.
Good ball played forward. Stoffer turning it back, trying to go towards the penalty spot first time. And turned away. The best opportunity of the match right here.
Yeah, Stoffer does well to keep this one in, not cleared away properly. And Sparks there, who we just mentioned, tries to put that one back on frame and does, but deflected going out. And he definitely has the versatility and just really a high motor to find himself in positions to score. I think he'll be a good chance creator for FC Tulsa this season.
Aaron Guillen was the man stepping up to make the save on the back line, telling the keeper, hey, keep your uniform clean here early on. I got us. Through ball. Sissoko able to shield and watch it back into the safekeeping of Tambakis. A little shove in the back. Ascension St. John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years. We're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Well, even though the more than 90-degree temperatures that graced us with its presence here in this third week of March, still a good crowd has filed in here to downtown Tulsa. And another beautiful looking night from the Tulsa skyline. Headed back into the hands of Mazzola. Tulsa creating pressure in the middle, letting the visitors work a little bit more freely on the wings. They have been good with the long ball, though, down the sidelines, which, if you've got things clogged up in the middle and you're not getting many opportunities to get numbers forward for Las Vegas Lights, that is one way to create opportunity. Good step forward by Ian. First time hit into the box. Squared right at the penalty spot. And Tulsa able to turn that away. Looking to put it on the feet of Johnny Rodriguez. Home side not fully out of trouble just yet. Pinzon. That deflected away, and Las Vegas Lights get their first opportunity at corner. Going back to that moment just moments ago.
Yeah, Las Vegas Lights, I mean, they've had the majority of possession, and these switch balls across diagonally and even vertically have been really dangerous. And FC Tulsa defensively switched off a bit there. Fortunate that that one didn't really amount to anything, but a corner kick opportunity upcoming. So the possession's been there, but Las Vegas Lights still looking for one of those key moments on frame.
The flag goes up. Just a little bit too much roll after the trap. Pinzon, one of the ones, the captain's armband and that responsibility here tonight. It's good to see the awareness, though, with hydration on a night like this. Unsuspecting in March, you figure maybe in the 60s or 70s, but water bottles readily available in any stoppage on any side. As that first touch through, that could have been a good opportunity if that ball is hit a little bit more firm to the opposite side where Owen Dom was making a run.
Owen Dom trying to get forward. Sparks knows, I think, by his own standards, have to play that ball not as vertical, allowing the defense to sniff that out, but a good opportunity as they're trying to stretch this Las Vegas Lights FC defense, who's held strong. They've had about 70% of the possession in the first half, and it's all about what you can do with it, though, and try to be productive in front of goal. And FC Tulsa defensively, we've talked about how tough they've been to break down, and so far both teams just maybe looking for a little more creativity to try to break through.
was the weather like at the start of your professional season in France? Playing in frigid conditions or the hot, humid temperatures?
You know what? It was pretty mild, and I'm used to the Tulsa heat, so it felt like a vacation.
Yep, came up and clipped the hands. Oh, Bailey Sparks for FC Tulsa. And there's been some fan chatter that you just overhear from time to time and different things, but there's certainly some excitement with the Scissortail fans about Bailey Sparks and what he might be able to bring to this club.
Yeah, he's had a really good first half too. He's been very involved, trying to create opportunities. There's been a couple chances where, you know, maybe not executed the pass the way he wants to, but is getting in good areas.
Having a go, and that off the deflection goes into the back of the net. Johnny Rodriguez with the strike, and a fortunate bounce for the visitors off of an FC Tulsa foot.
And in transition with Las Vegas Lights FC, this is where you felt like they might be able to be dangerous. And Johnny Rodriguez has had an excellent first half. He's done a great job maintaining possession in the midfield, building off of him as well, getting players involved, but here opts to go himself, gets a bit lucky on the deflection there, but great effort from him, puts his team in front first here.
The 26-year-old from Fresno, California. Fourth goal of the season for Las Vegas Lights, and the second of which that's come down that middle right side from just outside of the 18. A lot of space to get out and run here. Okira turns the corner, has a go. Somehow that swings back into play, but there was no question. He was just trying to blast that in top shelf, just came around it a little bit too much.
These next 5 minutes after a goal are so important, obviously, from an FC Tulsa perspective. Just conceded, want to make sure that you stay switched on. And Las Vegas Lights FC kind of riding on that high, so they'll want to be focused.
A little bit too aggressive play there for Ian. Didn't want to allow any comfort there in the hold-up play just beyond midfield. Too much aggression, though, in an isolated situation for the referee's liking. Canadian Antonoglu very active in coming forward on that left side here early on. And it'll stay with Las Vegas. Antonoglu passes up the option for the overlapping run. Johnny Rodriguez giving chase there. The goal scorer, his 38th in his storied USL Championship career. His 10th with Las Vegas Lights FC, as the majority came earlier in his career with Oakland Roots SC. 28 goals netted there. And one of the more reliable attacking threats in the league. Service into the box. But an easy pick there for Alex Tambakis. There's no silver lining falling behind 1-0, and certainly when you're still in search of your first win of the season, but I don't think there's any ill feelings for Tambakis on the way that deflection came in. You'd rather have the defender try to get the foot in front of that shot 10 times out of 10, right?
Right, and I think, you know, they'll look back on film as they do in these early games and just throughout the season and see where they can make adjustments. But I think in that moment, Tambakis, from his perspective, you would have liked to see the defense maybe press forward on Rodriguez a bit sooner, not allow him to have the opportunity to get his head up and pick that shot out. Obviously, the deflection, kind of the last-ditch effort there, but a player like Johnny Rodriguez in open space is dangerous and want to apply pressure earlier there.
Yeah, a recipe you don't want to be on the receiving end of, as Tulsa found down in the 33rd minute. Meanwhile, another corner for the home side. Another Katrina Fresh Mex corner kick. Curled in. Looking to find a header in the air. It was not to be, not this time.
And those are the opportunities from an FC Tulsa perspective. Luke Spencer kind of alluded to midweek, where FC Tulsa is good at set pieces. I mean, they have the ability to score off of throw-ins. They've proven they can score off of corner kicks, and they've created those chances. But that's something that he mentioned, that, you know, they do all the work and create the opportunities and then haven't been able to execute on them so far this season. So that's kind of been a point of emphasis for them as they get into those areas, and we'll see if they can execute on one tonight in open space here.
Chance to get forward with class, cutting back. Sparks tripped up. Referee right there and saying nope, not enough. As it was Bailey Sparks having a touch inside of the 18. There's not too much hurt feelings on the FC Tulsa side. They didn't get the call, and so they're playing on. Still a chance to find a quality opportunity in the winning stages of this first half. Curled in low. Play deep back into the corner. Stauffer cuts back, crosses towards back post, headed down, save! Khalil El Medkar.
Lucas Stauffer, excellent work on that wing. The initial header from Ian and El Medkar, right place, right time. And that's what he's done since joining this FC Tulsa team. He floats in those areas. He can anticipate where those balls are going to be. Does a great job there. Clinical in front of goal, which is what they wanted coming into this game. And Stauffer's had a really good game on the wing, creating chances for FC Tulsa. Delivers a great ball in. Results in the equalizer here for FC Tulsa.
Beautifully done. And a great job by Lucas Stopper not to be over eager into that right corner. Good sliding challenge and out for a throw-in. Well, from 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen.
Going back to that goal from El Medcar, I mean, always a good time to score, but a few minutes of time here as we head into halftime, and FC Tulsa will have loved to have that equalizer heading into halftime. It changes the landscape, changes the conversations as they're able to get back on level terms.
Onto Ogler looking for a cross. Ian able to head away. And although that game against Little Rock Rangers, part of the very important U.S. Open Cup, and a very quality side in Little Rock at that, but Tulsa still wanted to see that first goal happen desperately in USL Championship play. And it finally comes here late in the first half to equalize at 1 from Khalil Al-Medcar. Turned over in the midfield. Even numbers running forward. Carson Locker trying to get creative with anything as he didn't have any options and not a lot of runs. Careless pass though turns over. Tulsa right back on their heels. Just enough pressure there for Tulsa to earn back the throw-in. But the veteran goalkeeper in the back, a leadership moment for Alex Tamboxis, yelling, "Wake up." He liked the aggression there to gain back possession, but didn't think they should have lost it in the first place.
Right, and I mean, the experience that he brings, but also just understanding the quality that this FC Tulsa side has, and just not wanting to resort to that or get too lackadaisical back there. So it's good to see kind of that leadership, trying to keep the standard high.
See Tulsa with 8 shots in this first half. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in this first half. Dom maybe could have used some communication there, let him know he had a little space. Didn't seem to have much help in the air. Felt his only option was to head into the corner. And that will do it for the first half. Las Vegas comes out of the gate and making the most of the opportunity. Johnny Rodriguez, the early goal scorer, but Tulsa, Khalil Ahmedkar able to equalize. And after 45 minutes, Anna Berghall, neither team the wiser.
Yeah, Las Vegas Lights FC, to their credit, controlled most of the possession. Johnny Rodriguez had an outstanding first half, a key reason for that, and then individual effort to get that first goal. But FC Tulsa did well, kind of stayed focused, stayed disciplined, and able to get back on level terms. Lucas Stauffer played really well in that first half. Great delivery, and Ahmedkar on the end of it as you get a look at Luke Spencer, head coach, heading into the halftime talks.
Yeah, he'll be pleased certainly with that FC Tulsa goal presented by 918 Maples. 45 minutes in the books. FC Tulsa and Las Vegas Lights FC all even at 1 apiece.
Back was hurting a lot of cricks in my neck.
Lower back completely went out.
And everything hurt all at once.
You need to go to Tulsa Spine and Rehab, see Dr. Riley.
He does an adjustment and I feel great after.
Each patient just gets 110% attention, no matter what they're here for or how long they're here.
When I leave here, I always feel so much better.
I feel stronger than I did before.
I'm happier, I feel better.
The reason that I have to stay well.
Cada decisión importa, especialmente cuando se trata de tu familia y tu futuro. Los procesos migratorios pueden ser complicados, pero no tienes que enfrentarlos solo. En Rivas y Asociados estamos aquí para orientarte y acompañarte en cada paso del camino, porque tus sueños merecen atención y cuidado. Rivas y Asociados, empoderando inmigrantes y construyendo futuros. Llama hoy.
For most people, a job is just a job. But for skilled trades professionals, it's something more. It's a way of life. At Tulsa Welding School, we believe in the trades, the skilled trades. And we believe that being a skilled trades professional isn't just a choice. It's a badge of honor that burns bright, strong, and proud. A way of life, a badge of honor.
45 minutes in the books and a tie game in downtown Tulsa. A Williams halftime break. We're back in a moment from One Oak Field.
Match day one, it's the season opener of the USL Championship.
No time like the present for these teams to make a statement and begin the campaign on the right foot.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
This week on USL All Access, we'll cover the massive news of Louisville City head coach Danny Cruz stepping down to pursue other opportunities in professional soccer. Greenville Triumph head coach Dave Dixon joins us to talk their ascent back to the mountaintop. Can they find Open Club glory? What is this year's Open Cup made of? And who in the championship has impressed so far? Who do we need more out of?
The sun is setting on downtown Tulsa, and after 45 minutes, a 1-1 score. Match number 3 on the season. Josh Haley and Anna Berghall with you. Let's take a look around the USL today. Lots of action going on and lots of tight ball games. How about 2-2 there for Legion and Charleston approaching the waning stages. And Hartford right now in position to try to close out and get a win. Some good games coming up later tonight, including Phoenix Rising against Oakland Roots FC. All the coverage right here on ESPN+. Let's look at the USL standings now, as most teams have played 2 matches. Anna Berghall, it's too early, of course, to judge anything, but it's hard not to take notice of Oakland Roots. A couple of 3-pointers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Oakland Roots SC at the top right now. Remember, the top 8 ultimately at the end of the season will be in the playoffs. Early, as you mentioned, but also we've seen as the season continues to develop, every point crucial. So obviously both of these teams want to set themselves up for success, still looking for that first win, which will be key to setting themselves up for momentum in these next few games.
It's time now for our USL halftime updates. Here's Dan Lucas.
It is halftime at the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. A new era is underway at Louisville City following the exit of head coach Danny Cruz earlier in the week. Simon Bird was named interim head coach for the back-to-back Players' Shield winners. Bird worked with Cruz since joining Lou City staff in 2021. Monterey Bay has given its young roster core a veteran boost with the signing of midfielder Sebastian Lletget. 33 appearances for the U.S. men's national team during a successful pro career. Lletget subbed on during Monterey's Week 2 match against El Paso Locomotive. Well, the season is still young, but the hot starts are standing out already. How about Rubio Rabin? 3 goals in 2 matches for El Paso. The Oakland Roots off to a 2-0 start under new head coach Ryan Martin. They had never done that in their previous 5 years since joining the championship. And goalkeepers Anthony Siaha of Hartford Athletic and Danny Vitiello of Sacramento Republic each kept clean sheets through the first 2 matches of the season. Spanish broadcasts are coming up soon on 2TN. Wednesday the 25th, Lexington SC hosts Brooklyn. Then Saturday the 28th, Detroit City hosts Charleston Battery. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
Get ready, Oklahoma. Something big is coming. Months of building, years of planning, all from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial service center built to serve the hardworking businesses of our state. And it's all happening this March. The all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite, coming soon.
For most people, a job is just a job. But for skilled trades professionals, it's something more. It's a way of life. At Tulsa Welding School, we believe in the trades, the skilled trades, And we believe that being a skilled trades professional isn't just a choice. It's a badge of honor that burns bright, strong, and proud. A way of life, a badge of honor.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies, to cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world, it takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Today's match is brought to you by Tulsa Welding School. Williams, we make clean energy happen. And Ascension St. John. Illness and injuries don't wait. Neither do we. Ascension St. John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Time now to take a look at our highlights from the first 45 minutes. Certainly some lull, but there were some exciting ones as well, Anna Bergholz.
For sure, FC Tulsa opening up with some opportunities off of set pieces. Owen Don with that long throw. They've been dangerous, but weren't able to execute on the set pieces. But in the run of play, had some chances. Now, Las Vegas Lights FC controlled most of the possession. Their defense held pretty strong in the first half, but then the goals started coming. Johnny Rodriguez in the midfield, individual effort here. FC Tulsa defense a bit late to step to him, and he's able to capitalize on this opportunity, beating Tim Bacchus. A bit unlucky from the deflection there from a goalkeeping standpoint, but that opened up the scoring for Las Vegas Lights FC. And then on the other end, Stauffer did so well here on that wing, delivers a great ball in. El Medcar there to clean it up and find the equalizer for FC Tulsa.
A look at a first half stats. Shots in favor of Tulsa at 9-5 and 3-2 on target, but maybe a little bit more surprising in the possession game. Very one-sided for Las Vegas Lights.
And FC Tulsa, I mean, if you compare last season, they were pretty comfortable not having the majority of possession, finding ways to get in and around the 18 and put shots on frame. But Las Vegas Lights FC will want to be more productive when they have the ball. There were moments where they had to go back, they had to resort going back defensively and starting over. So they'll want to take advantage when FC Tulsa is out of position and try to find that next go-ahead goal.
Somebody trying to be the hero and maybe finding themselves on the USL Team of the Week. Speaking of, for Week 2, led by the Coach of the Week from Oakland Roots FC, Ryan Martin, and why not, winning their first 2 matches of the season as you look at the best 11 from Week 2.
And then Okira, Las Vegas Lights FC, gets the nod on the bench for his brace for last week. So we'll see what he can do in this second half, see if he can put his team in a position to get the 3 points here against FC Tulsa.
Certainly one of the guys that's more than capable of doing so. Picturesque night in Tulsa, a little bit more warm than to be expected, but didn't seem to cause any problems for anybody in the first half.
No, I mean, both teams came out with that intensity and energy. Obviously, we expected that with both of these teams searching for that first win, and FC Tulsa really looking to, you know, find the lineup that works for them as well. From a personnel standpoint, we've seen some changes. Obviously, the midweek game, you had some starters get a lot of minutes, and so an opportunity for some of these other players to step up. You get a look there at Khalil El Medcar, the goal scorer for FC Tulsa. So he'll be important from the front three, so they'll try to build around what he can do. You see Bailey Sparks there, had a great first half as well. Lucas Stauffer on the wing was pivotal with those crosses in, being dangerous. And so we'll see what they can do here in the second half. And then Las Vegas Lights FC, as we mentioned, controlled the lion's share of possession, but will want to be more productive and really challenge Tim Bacchus in goal to see if they can put themselves in a position to get their first win.
And there were times early on when the intensity for FC Tulsa forced some giveaways in the back, and although it kind of was a moot point, didn't result into anything, I think those cannot be overshadowed, and certainly things that you can't expect to have happen. Turnovers at midfield with a clean run of play down one of the wings. It could be the difference in a game.
No, you're right. I mean, the margin of error really thin, especially at this level, and you heard some of that leadership in the back from Tim Bacchus, where there was some lackadaisical defending and both goalkeepers really demanding more and not wanting to give away those easy opportunities, especially when you have players on the opposing side with the ability to capitalize, as we saw with Johnny Rodriguez in open field with space. You don't want to give players like him the opportunity to do that. So both of these teams will want to tighten those up a bit and try to put themselves in a position to not have those giveaways and those errors that could lead to opportunities.
FC Tulsa making a couple of changes here to start the second half. Raheem Summersall will come on for Jamie Weber. And then up top, it'll be Remy Cabral coming on for Nelson Pierre.
And both of these players new to the FC Tulsa squad for this season, so this is an opportunity for them to establish themselves in the lineup and potentially show Luke Spencer why they need to be on the field more. But both of these players bring an opportunity to really bolster this FC Tulsa attack.
Underway in the second half with the fireworks going off. You mentioned, Anna, after the goal for Las Vegas Lights FC, it was a 32nd minute goal to put the visitors up 1-0. You mentioned the importance of those next few minutes for FC Tulsa. How about the first few minutes of this second half for both sides?
Definitely, both of these teams wanting to come out with the intensity on the front foot and set the tone. And I mean, in a perfect world, they want to come out, score that first goal, and continue on their way to the 3 points. But we've seen how difficult it's been. Both of these defenses have been pretty disciplined. They've had moments, as we mentioned, where the errors have been there, kind of lackadaisical at moments, but it's been tough to break through. So they'll want to continue with that creativity, try to find that open space. And these fans definitely wanting to see more goals throughout the evening, as they're accustomed to here at One Oak Field.
Without a doubt, they certainly are. Going to cheer on the home faithful till the very end. That's what you got a dose of in the home opener just last week. 3 consecutive Saturday night games for FC Tulsa after that season opening loss in Sacramento. Here's a nice ball through, perfectly placed at feet, sent across. Dom will chase it down. Curled into back post, and the offsides flag goes up.
Mentioned coming out of halftime with the intensity, and FC Tulsa trying to do that here. Great ball across, just a bit behind Owen Dom, but the play continued to develop. Sparks played a good ball in that back post again, so great start from FC Tulsa, and Remy Cabral getting in the mix early to try to create chances here.
No bookings in that first half, but the night is still young. Being nothing to speak of extra here, except for the set piece opportunity that's given up. You know, the last time that these two teams met, July 13th, right here at One Oak Field, Tulsa winning a thriller by a final score of 4-3. They jumped out with 2 goals in the first 20 minutes, including one by Jamie Weber. And in a stroke of strange coincidence, Las Vegas got on the board for the first time in the 32nd minute, just like they did tonight. And you wouldn't believe, yes, it was Johnny Rodriguez. Back-to-back years, 32nd minute goals in this stadium for Rodriguez. As this curled and headed back. Offsides flag up. Tulsa ended up
finding a way to win that match in stoppage time, courtesy of an own goal. Curled in and punched away. Jared Mazzola off his line. These two meeting up for the 10th time in their history. Tulsa has never lost to Las Vegas Lights FC. 3-0-6 all time, and has won the last 2 meetings, including early last season, a 4-1 statement win in Las Vegas. Let's go back to that last opportunity.
And you feel like FC Tulsa has come out with more of a sense of urgency here in the second half. Mazzola did well there to come out and punch that one away with authority, but FC Tulsa's had a few chances in and around the 18 in the early moments of this second half. And we've seen that historically with Luke Spencer. The talks that he has at halftime, you almost see that translate onto the field in the second half for FC Tulsa when they come out with a bit more fire.
Yeah, breathing life into his team. Calmly able to clear it forward. Well done by Mazzola in the back. Building down the far side. Antonoglu, some space. Finding feet. Now chipped in. Pinzon gets stood up. And we'll get it back. Turning the corner. Pickering. Low cross with pace, finds the feet of Okira. Back now to Sessa. And a throw in for FC Tulsa. Every decision matters, especially when it comes to your family. Rivas and Associates are here to guide you and support you every step of the way. Rivas and Associates, empowering immigrants and building futures. A staple at One Oak Field of trying to fire up the crowd, the Dale rodent. What is it, a groundhog? Is it a prairie dog? I've always been, it's been a head scratcher. The young fans love it though.
I mean, hey, anything to enhance the fan experience.
That's right. Played over the top. Far corner now. Little friendly fire there. No harm, no foul though. And though Sessa took out his own man, Okira got tripped up. Sun totally setting on Tulsa now, creating the beautiful night sky with the Tulsa skyline lights. One of the great atmospheres in USL Championship soccer. Okira finds feet, Walker. He'll get an overlapping run. That's where he'll play. Sesak, attempted cross, denied away, and a corner coming.
And that's what you want to see from Las Vegas Lights FC. They've absorbed that initial kind of onslaught of opportunities from FC Tulsa at the start of the second half, and the overlapping run from Sesak trying to create some space, trying to pull out FC Tulsa defenders. But FC Tulsa able to resort back quickly, but a corner kick opportunity upcoming that they'll have to defend properly here.
Antonoglu to send it in. Curled near post, flicked on, and turned away. Tambakis ends up in the back of his own net, but the ball doesn't, and that's all that matters. Back in, headed away, and out for another corner. Those dangerous redirections near post can be nightmarish, but Tambakis and company holding firm. Antonoglu has the same idea again. Tambakis more aggressive off his line, punches this away. Let's go back to that first corner kick.
And Tambakis a punch on that last corner kick, and then busy again here. But FC Tulsa does well to defend this away, heading that one away. But leading up to that play, Tambakis in the mix has really had that dominant presence back there to keep FC Tulsa from conceding here.
That was clean defending by Owen Dahm. Got a piece of the ball to take it away from Sesak. Referee quick to take control of that situation. And a player still down. Believe Sesak still down. Nicholas Sesak, 25-year-old Philadelphia native. Signed with Las Vegas in January. Will be there through the season with an option for next year as well. Made 17 appearances for Atlanta United 2 and 4 first-team appearances for the MLS club a season ago. Both teams have had a little bit of eventful nature in their own box in the early stages of the second half. Tulsa right out of the kickoff, coming down and finding an opportunity. Subs coming for both sides. Meanwhile, cross kept on the floor and turned away by the captain, Abdoulaye Sissoko. Let's go back to the changes. We saw 2 for Tulsa at halftime, and now 1 more for the Scissor Tails.
Also for Las Vegas, 27, Giorgio replaces 23, and for Tulsa, number 11,
the Italian Giorgio Probo
number 17,
will come on, as will Manuel Arteaga. Bruno Lapa will be held on the sideline for the moment. somehow avoid some traffic near the penalty spot. Enough shielding there. Tambakis calmly brings it into safekeeping. '60th minute. Both teams finding the back of the net in the first half. 32nd. The Las Vegas Lights FC and Tulsa equalizing in the 41st. Altanoglu saying what? There's nothing there. Now the sub will come on for Tulsa. A man who knows how to make things happen, Bruno Lapa. As Bailey Sparks will get a nice hand from the skipper, Luke Spencer. Some good moments from Bailey Sparks here tonight.
Yeah, he had a great first half. Trying to get involved, creating chances. Bruno Lapa steps in with the ability to be a playmaker.
Ian, deflected cross in. Back into the mixer for Dom. Headed
Remy Cabral has put FC Tulsa in front.
Owen Dom with his ability to deliver a dangerous ball in the box yet again. And Cabral, great positioning with authority in the header in that top corner. Nothing really Mazzola could do there. We'll get another look here at the replay. But Owen Dom with his technical ability to bring that in, and Cabral just drifts away enough to create that space. And FC Tulsa with the go-ahead goal here, and Cabral making a statement for FC Tulsa.
He'll get a yellow card in the process, but one that he can live with.
And Remy Cabral was one of those players for FC Tulsa that they were really excited about, bringing in a player of his caliber. He won the MLS Next Pro Golden Boot in 2023, experience at a few different levels. And FC Tulsa looking to use his ability to get forward, and obviously can score off of a header as well, and able to do so here to put FC Tulsa in front.
Curled in, had it away. Sissoko. Now Guillen forced to play all the way back to Mazzola. Forced to send it first time across midfield. Overlapping run again for Sesak has provided that option a lot tonight. Soft touch back post. Having a go from distance. Referee had eyes on it and didn't see anything that he thought wasn't being dished out equally from each side. And so he lets him play, and the spin on that ball after the deflection rolls out for a corner for Las Vegas Lights.
A good response from Las Vegas Lights FC after conceding the goal, going down on the other end. Sesek putting in some work on the overlapping run, dangerous ball in. Ultimately gives them an opportunity here off of the corner, and Tambakis trying to get his defense organized here.
Curled in again. Oh, they got that first dose of a threatening chance by curling that corner in near post, and you can't blame Antonoglu for just continuing to hammer the issue there.
Yeah, Tambakis trying to make sure the defense stays organized, but they've given up a few corner kick opportunities that have been threatening, and that one pretty close, a good front post run, but just not able to get that one on frame.
Sesek again. Dom able to get into position, but a quick turn inside. A little bit too much spice on that pass as they tried to find feet at the 18. Now Guillen. Little chip over the top. Laid off. Penalty spot. First strike is in. Knocking on the door and finding feet in the box. And the finish from Okira, a man that you told us to watch out for tonight, Anna.
Yeah, really great buildup from Las Vegas Lights FC, and if the ball drops to Okira's feet, something good's going to happen. He has the space there to bring that one down and slot that one home for his third of the season. And a great response from Las Vegas Lights FC. Conceded that initial goal in the second half to go down, and have fought their way back here for an equalizer.
Number 13, Giorgio Kosets.
Yellow card issued after the goal as well. Giorgio Konchesky. Just tremendous poise, though, from Okira in the box. And out for a goal kick. In as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. Back and forth we go on a USL Saturday night. Both teams have been able to experience playing from a deficit, Anna Berghall, and both have been able to just push that aside and find a way to equalize. The hunger and determination as the offsides flag goes up. There's some desperation along with it for both sides to find their way into the win column in match number 3.
And it shows really the character of both of these teams coming down and back from behind. And Las Vegas Lights FC last time out against Colorado Springs Switchbacks had a similar story as well, but ultimately dropped that game. But they've been in those situations before so far this season, so they'll hope to put themselves in a position here to be on the winning side. But it's been an entertaining match. Both of these teams have obviously scored the goals, but it's been fun to watch. The intensity's been there as they're searching for their first win.
Shades perhaps of how exciting the match was the last time that these two met up last July. As mentioned earlier, that 4-3 victory for FC Tulsa, as the home club was in control for a good portion of that match, only to see the visitors tie it up late, and then a stoppage time game winner for a 4-3 Scissor tail triumph. Dom has it taken away. Headed out, the throw-in will keep the pace coming towards FC Tulsa's side. Being able to play in a deficit role, Las Vegas Lights FC were able to do that in their last match. Only to see heartbreak late. Colorado Springs Switchbacks last Saturday night, able to defend their home field in a 3-2 victory after Las Vegas had fought so hard to come back from that 2-goal deficit.
That cross goes out just a bit too much on it, but great creativity and combination play there. They're trying to create some space but need more numbers in the box. And you're right, I mean, they'll want to change that narrative. They know what it feels like to be in that situation, will want to fight back, and I think this is a situation where, you know, both of these teams feel like they should walk away with the 3 points.
That bicycle back in the box forces some extra effort there from the veteran keeper Tambakis. It's a good ball played forward from Ian in the right back spot. And FC Tulsa will make another change. Their 4th of the match. One of the fan favorites, Stefan Lukic.
Gets that reaction from the FC Tulsa fans. I mean, typically comes on off of the bench, but brings that spark to the attack. Scored some late, thrilling goals last season, and Luke Spencer fortunate to have players like him in his arsenal to bring in late and try to make a difference in these tight games.
He was already widely appreciated by the FC Tulsa faithful, but as that takes a hop, a little dangerous to the crowd, but it was read all the way by Jared Mazzola. He saw it coming out. But not able to get there in time to prevent this corner kick. Bruno Lapa curled in, punched away. Sent over the bar. It's a tough ball to try to square one up on a short hop as it squirted out to the top of the 18. For Kucheski. Tulsa with the press and the takeaway. And they'll earn another corner because of it. You could see it coming, and there was still nothing FC Tulsa was going to allow to get in their way from taking that back.
Luke Spencer liked that play as well, and Stefan Lukic brings that intensity, and Stauffer did well as they get things going here again with the quick corner.
Quick curled in, headed off the 6. Man down in the middle for Tulsa, a man that's worked awfully hard here tonight. Ian is part of that three-man central back line. Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite is here. From a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades, a commercial sales and service center to serve the hardworking businesses of our state is opening this March. Visit BillKnightFordProElite.com for details.
Kind of see Ian there talking to the athletic training staff. He's been slow to get up a few times tonight, but has put in so much work. A really key part of that defense for FC Tulsa, as we mentioned, brought in late last season to the lineup and played a crucial role in their success. Hope that he's okay. We'll see some substitutions here.
Now the veteran Lamar Batista coming on for Ian.
Batista, you see another key returner for FC Tulsa this season. Brings a calm presence back to the defense.
Played the full 90 in each of the first 2 matches. And Batista, of course, one of 4 players to find the back of the net in that opening round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup on Wednesday in a 4-2 triumph at Little Rock Rangers. Just enough activity there to get in the way, prevent that from being kept in bounds. Well played by Delence Pierre. And a man down. Not to the liking of the home crowd here for the stoppage, as Tulsa was trying to get forward, but for safety purposes, Nate Jones, the man that was down.
We mentioned the heat as well. Looks like a bit of cramping, an opportunity for both teams to kind of take a breath and reset. Be tended to by the athletic training staff here.
From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Let's go back to try to decode the sequence.
FC Tulsa trying to break on the attack. You saw at the top of your screen there, maybe an interaction with Cabral. Tough to see on that last play. Referee saw something enough there to hold up play.
Head man, Devin Rinsing, wondering if his team's got any late game heroics in store. Some new personnel. Elias Gartig will come into the match, and The unfortunate truth of it is he had the last deflection go off of him for an FC Tulsa goal in last year's matchup in stoppage time. Doesn't diminish the quality of player that he is and the trust that they've got in him, which is why he's on in this crucial stage. Ben Mines will come on as well. Taking charge. A low cross headed out of the box. Now that certainly will draw the first booking in the run of play of the evening. The goal scorer, Johnny Rodriguez, picks up the yellow.
FC Tulsa trying to go back to front in transition, and you just see Rodriguez come in through the player. Does not get the ball. Referee in a great position there. Easy call.
Settled calmly by Owen Dom. Now a long throw. Haven't seen a lot of these opportunities tonight. But Owen Dom had this to say: I think long throws were a big part of our intensity last year. So for us, that's just a set piece, and set pieces win games. Well, a chance here in the closing stages to make this one of those opportunities.
Emotions kind of running high here as both of these teams want to get the win, not give an inch up here late in this game.
Headed away, FC Tulsa will be able to possess. Boy, that's a great decision to come forward. Advantage given, though, for the time being. Laid back. Dom, first time!
Finally, faithful. Tulsa goal. Coming in the 82nd minute. Scored by number 2, Owen.
Strike from Owen Dom, and we've talked about his ability to get up and down the wings, but I mean, you couldn't have hit it any better than that. Just completely brings this stadium to life. We'll get another look here at the replay. The build-up, great from FC Tulsa. The creativity, the behind-the-back pass, and just the overall execution of that play for FC Tulsa for the go-ahead goal. And Owen Dom, man of the match last game for FC Tulsa, has continued to get better and better. And what a statement he's made with an unbelievable strike here.
Have to say, too, and it would be remiss if we didn't give credit to the referee, Corbin May. Letting that play go, the advantage, that might be one where sometimes there could be a quick whistle and in a reckless foul, but saw that advantage play out. That's good officiating. Low cross in. Turned away. Ben Mines will send it back in low. And now the burden of truth put on Las Vegas Lights FC. The home gold kits for FC Tulsa producing 3 goals tonight. And in the lead for the second time. Can they make it stick this time around? A lot of soccer left to be played. Edison Ascona will come on.
Number 10, Edison Ascona. Places number 81,
Owen Dom whistled a little bit too handsy in the back. Way off the line in the corner. Tambakis with a deep clearance.
Las Vegas Lights here trying to kind of move the ball around, see if they can shift this FC Tulsa defense open to find some passing lanes here, the sense of urgency to get forward. Obviously only a few minutes left or so in regulation as they try to find an equalizer and a foul here. An opportunity coming up off of a set piece. As referee trying to calm things down. This is kind of that point in the game too where you want to be mindful. You don't want to give up any kind of errant free kicks, especially in a dangerous area, and this is one of those. Is FC Tulsa line right about the 18. One-man wall.
Tambakis smartly just lets that one go. Visitors open the scoring in the 32nd minute, courtesy of Johnny Rodriguez, the second straight year in that same minute of play in this stadium for Las Vegas Lights. (1-1) score at halftime. And now twice FC Tulsa has had the lead here in the second half. Trying to hold this one as both teams are in search for their first win in the 2026 campaign.
It's great pressure initially from FC Tulsa there. Something they can do well when all of those players top to bottom buy in, kind of forcing that long ball.
Sissoko, nice composed touch out for a throw rather than a corner. Referee says play on. Not this time though. This is where all of a sudden the opponents become friends when it's in their best interest to help you up off of the mat. Opportunities to go forward will be limited. And that cleared away. A corner coming as we approach stoppage time. Giorgio Probo, he's had some magic in his veins in the city of Tulsa over the years. Had a game-winning goal on a penalty kick in the NCAA tournament against Tulsa a handful of years ago, playing for the Creighton Blue Jays. This corner curled in. Tim Bacchus might have gotten something on it. Sent back far post. And we'll see a booking here. Remy Cabral, who scored shortly after coming in off the bench, draws the whistle there. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in the second half.
Get another look here at that last sequence. I think Las Vegas Lights here, you're getting just a glimpse of kind of the frustration that comes with the game. It's been so back and forth, and they find themselves in a similar scenario as last week against Colorado Springs.
Offsides flag up here. Las Vegas Lights will try to play as quick as possible. Waning stages here, the visitors know there might only be 1 or 2 more opportunities perhaps to possess and have an opportunity. Good step for Dom to deny feet. Low cross, dangerous. And Tim Bacchus, maybe his toughest challenge of the night. To not give up any rebound here, Anna.
Yeah, Las Vegas Lights FC does well. Cuts inside Tim Bacchus. You don't want to spill there. He does well to bring that one in cleanly.
Probo. Space out wide. Curled back post. Dom, excellent flick on there to give up a throw rather than a corner. Flick on. Last ditch effort. Ascona finding feet. Good step forward to deny the shot. Oh, it wouldn't be a battle between these two without one last chance. A little bit of drama as Lukic commits the foul. And Las Vegas Lights FC, a dangerous set piece opportunity to try to find an equalizer. Curled in, headed out of the box. Rebound attempt to send over the bar, and we've reached full time. Another instant classic between the two Western Conference clubs, and yet again, it's FC Tulsa that prevails 3-2 in full time. And last year's Western Conference champions are in the win column now here in 2026. That's got to be a lot of emotions, but certainly a feeling of relief, Anna Berghall.
Absolutely, a good feeling from an FC Tulsa perspective, but this was a great game, entertaining, back and forth. Both of these teams left it all out there. It was a really entertaining game from the beginning whistle. And FC Tulsa, Owen Dom, you get a look there, difference maker in the end with an unbelievable strike to give them the edge and the 3 points. But Josh, it was a fun game to watch. I mean, a lot of action and exciting to see where FC Tulsa can build from this.
A trio of 9-1-8 Maples goals for the home gold FC Tulsa tonight, 3-2. Your final score in full time. Let's take a look at the highlights from tonight's match. Anna, take it away.
Yeah, we alluded to just the excitement and entertainment that this game brought, and Johnny Rodriguez for Las Vegas Lights FC was a difference maker for them. He really took it upon himself here. FC Tulsa defense didn't step early enough, and a great goal for Las Vegas Lights. And then back the other way, Lucas Stauffer continuing to deliver good balls across the face of goal, and El Medcar able to get on the end of that one. And Owen Dom continued to be a factor in this game, the assist here, and then Cabral with his first goal in an FC Tulsa shirt, so he'll be pleased with that performance. And FC Tulsa scored 4 goals in midweek and then able to continue to tack on, and Las Vegas Lights FC were able to stay in this. This was a really good performance from them. From a mental perspective, they continued to fight back, find the equalizer, but FC Tulsa was able to bend, not break defensively, and then this with a wicked strike from Owen Dom to seal the deal in front of FC Tulsa fans, brings One Oak Field to life, and FC Tulsa able to get their first win of the USL Championship season.
82nd minute heroics for the home team. 3-2 your final score as we look at the full-time stats. And you pointed it out coming into the second half as the possession stayed pretty much the same. Tulsa fine playing in that role, so to speak, just knowing when to capitalize on the opportunities.
Right, they try to be productive when they do have the goal from back to front quickly. 5 shots on target, able to get 3 of those in the back of the net. And Las Vegas Lights FC, with the possession, they'll just want to continue to look, how can they be more productive in front of goal? But they're getting those goals, but how can they, in those tight moments, find a way to get the victory? And especially from a defensive standpoint, this game looked a lot similar to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks game last week, so they'll want to look to see how they can improve going forward.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more to come for you. We'll be back after a quick timeout from One Oak Field.
You can feel it in steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every "you're going to be okay." A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Cada decisión importa, especialmente cuando se trata de tu familia y tu futuro. Los procesos migratorios pueden ser complicados, pero no tienes que enfrentarlos solo. En Rivas y Asociados estamos aquí para orientarte y acompañarte en cada paso del camino, porque tus sueños merecen atención y cuidado. Rivas y Asociados, empoderando inmigrantes y construyendo futuros. Llama hoy.
Your Western Conference champs are back. After a historic playoff run, FC Tulsa is bringing the heat back to the 918 this Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Don't miss any of the thrilling goals and world-class soccer excitement in the heart of downtown. Plus, it's Pups at the Pitch night. Take in all the action with your furry friends on the East Lawn at One Oak Field. And get your pups fitted with this FC Tulsa dog bandana giveaway. It all kicks off at 7 p.m. at One Oak Field, Saturday, March 28th. Get your tickets at fctulsa.com.
Back from One Oak Field, your final score, FC Tulsa 3, Las Vegas Lights FC 2. As we look at the upcoming schedule for FC Tulsa, this homestand will continue. It'll be another Saturday night affair, this time against a always tough Phoenix Rising FC team. And then it's a road trip and a rematch from last Saturday in that scoreless draw with San Antonio FC. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas Lights FC, they'll finally get a home match, and it'll be nice for them to return home next Saturday night against Monterey Bay FC, playing on the home pitch for the first time in 2026, and then it's back on the road. They'll be looking to pick up their first win after a pair of heartbreaking 3-2 losses in back-to-back matches in Colorado last Saturday and now tonight at the hands of FC Tulsa. Scissortails remain unbeaten all time against Las Vegas Lights in this match number 10. Now 4-0-6 is FC Tulsa against Las Vegas Lights FC. And now joined by the head man, Coach Spencer, the relentless effort from your crew here tonight to come up with the 3-2 victory. Just take us through what you saw from your squad to find that game winner in the late stages.
Yeah, I think, it was a team performance. I think the guys fought really hard. They dug down deep. We had some tired legs out there from the midweek game. So just proud of the effort, proud of the mentality to find a way to see it out in the end. And we had some good performances off the bench that from Lukic, from Raheem, really willing to do the dirty work and see it out for us.
Coach, 4 goals on Wednesday, 3 tonight. Talk about what you're excited about with this offense, and we got a glimpse of it tonight.
Yeah, I think when you looked at the first 2 games of the season, we had chances. We just didn't finish. So we felt like goals were coming, but now the conversation is the goals that we're scoring can't come at the cost of conceding goals. So we'll look to be better defensively as well.
Coach, you mentioned, it's a team effort, but Owen Dom, unbelievable performance that he's had, the assist and then the goal. Talk about just the impact he's had on this FC Tulsa team.
Yeah, I think his work rate was fantastic today. Being able to get up and down for 90 minutes, that's what he brings to the team. I'm glad he got the winner today, but the play that he made in the first half, where he tracks back and makes a header, it's a critical moment, and we've been focused on the defensive side of the game. So proud of him and his performance.
Coach, it was fun to watch. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Head coach Luke Spencer for the victorious FC Tulsa team tonight. 3-2, the final score. Anna Berghall, your final thoughts.
Coach mentioned it's a team effort, but FC Tulsa able to get in the win column for the first time, and excited to see what they can bring. Las Vegas Lights FC, from a possession perspective, did really well, but just fell a bit short, similar to last week. So they'll look to see what they can improve on as you get a look at the man of the match for FC Tulsa and Owen Dom. And I think Luke Spencer said it well. Obviously he can score goals, but it's the work rate, it's that effort tracking back, it's those little crucial moments that build up within games, and well deserved from him.
Yeah, second straight man of the match honor for Owen Dom, well deserved. And a relentless effort from FC Tulsa tonight. Came from behind 1-0 in the first half, and ultimately able to get the win, 3-2, their first win of the season. It was a fun one, as to be expected. Always dicey when these two Western Conference foes match up. And this just another chapter in the intense, drama-filled rivalry between Las Vegas and FC Tulsa. The homestand continues for FC Tulsa next Saturday night, 7 o'clock kick time, as they take on Phoenix Rising FC. Thanks so much for being with us, for our entire crew, and for Anna Berghall. Josh Haley saying good night from One Oak Field.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.